One of the things that I used to do in my artistic journey is compare myself to other people. Now, this isn't really something that I suggest doing because it can drive you absolutely crazy, but I'm guilty of doing it. And one of the people that I used to compare myself to, or at least used to look up to, is one of my good friends who I have known for a very long time. We met back in middle school, went through high school together, and we remained friends into our adulthood. Now, he's not a visual artist, but he's a writer. And I don't know how many words he has written throughout the duration of his career, if you want to call it, but it's got to be legitimately in the millions. When this guy thinks of a story to develop, he thinks in terms of book series, not even in novels, but in series. So think Harry Potter level series where you've got many, many books stretched out over, the course of this character's life. And even though he is technically an unpublished artist, the passion that he approaches his projects with is something that I really, really admire about him. And he's one of those people that when he talks about his projects, I kind of get lost in everything that he's saying because his projects he's so passionate about, and he gets so excited and then starts speaking so fast, and he can talk for literally hours. I have had many a cups of coffee, sitting across the table from this guy where he just spoke for eons about his work. But his enthusiasm was absolutely contagious. And for a really long time, I thought, God, I would love to write a book. I would love to see my work published and available for other people to take and enjoy. But I don't have any ideas for a novel. I don't really have any inclination or any desire to sit down and write a novel. I don't know what I would do. So I kind of put that idea, that dream, if you will, on the back burner. But as I'm reading through a lot of the comments that I have on TikTok, it's not uncommon for me to see a comment that says, wow, I wish you had a podcast, or you should put this stuff into a book. You should write a book. And for me, that obviously got me thinking about this aspiration that I had years ago to write a book. And the other day, I'm sitting at my dining room table really early in the morning before anybody else in my house has gotten up, and I'm just writing out a really quick little piece of microfiction. So I think the story that I wrote was probably about 600 words long. And over the past, let's say, week or so, I've written several really short works of fiction that I've actually really been quite enjoying it. And then the thought dawned on me. I have been doing this for as long as I've been on TikTok. Not that I've been writing microfiction, but more like some micro nonfiction and some other things like that. But I have been writing these really short stories for almost a year every single day. I think I definitely have the skills now and the desire to make my dream of writing a book come to reality. So this is what I would like you to do. If you follow me on TikTok and you know that content, let me know in the comments, which one of those stories do you think should definitely make it into the book, right? And since you're here anyway, please go ahead, give this video a like and subscribe, because I think I'm going to start putting a lot more of my short stories that you've been here on TikTok. I'm going to start putting the longer form in YouTube. So subscribe, because I've got some pretty good content coming. All right, thank you so much for listening to me, and stay creative.